Hey, what's up? It is DJ. Today we got new mods to take a look at for Farm Sim 22. In total, 20 mods were released. All platforms got 9 new ones and 8 updates, so a good amount for a Tuesday. And PC Mac players still got 3 updates. And if you like staying updated with all the latest mods in Farming Simulator, no matter how sporadic they may be releasing right now, hey, get subscribed. Let's check out today's mods. Before we jump into the mods, I wanted to show you this Farm Sim 25 forecast. Weather shift. There's quite a few things in this that kind of give us some really interesting things to look at. We got, of course, the Massey Ferguson. We have a guy that's running, and we also have mud with it raining, things like that. I don't want to go into this too much, but I did want to show it to you before we jumped into the mods because it's pretty darn cool. What do you think guys think's going on with Farm Sim 25 right now? Starting off with new ones for all platforms, we have the Massey Ferguson 7700 South America Series from GNFS. This thing has a ton of customization options. We talked a little bit about it at Farm Sim News, but it's been a while. So let's jump right in. 195 horsepower power shift transmission, 430 liters of fuel, 32 miles an hour max speed, weighs 6.7 tons. It does have a winch on it, 1.6 ton winch on that if you have the logging DLC. So engines, we can go the 195. We also have a 210, 230, 250, 310, and back in. We're going with that big engine. Wheel brands, we have a Lizard Wheels 1, 2, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Rice Wheels 1, Rice Wheels 2, and then into the Lizard setup. So a lot of different stuff for everybody there. Fender options, we have a couple different designs here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So different stuff for the front and the back. Window setups with a clear tinted. Exhausts with a setup for number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and the bumper and a water tank. So we could change up the bumper to 1, change it up to quite a few different things, and we can add that water tank as well, which I need to figure out where in the world that water tank is. Aha! Found it here on the right-hand side. So you've got that if you need it. Antennas, not something I normally go for, but you could do left and right if you want to. Reverse beep, yes and no. Extra lighting. We've got design setup number 1, which is going to give us lights on the front. That's pretty darn cool. Then it moves the light bar to the license plate area. Design number 3, which I don't see it around towards the front, so I'm assuming towards the back. Yep, right on the top. And then design number 4 is going to move it back around somewhere. Front and everything. So we get all of those together. Very nice. Cabin flags, we've got a Brazil, Rio Grande, Sul, and all kinds of other ones in here as well. So pick the one that you like. Wheel weights, we've got no 400, 700, 1000, and nada. Front mounting, we have a 110, 220, 330, 445, 56, 60, 770. Oh my goodness, 880, 1145. And then we've got a different set. So we have a weight setup number 2. We also have a 3-point or nothing. Numbers, we can go 1 through 9 on the side. Front loader attacher, we have the quickie, hour, or nada. Lighting, we do have beacon lights on the top. We also have a reverse light, which pops on there, but I, for the life of me, can't find reverse light. I don't know what reverse light is. I don't know where that is. We also have colors. So all the above, you can go with every single color. Design color for the front grille, chassis color option. You can change that up if you want to. And even rim colors, we can go with that if you want. There's so many options here. If we bring it into the game, we've got all kinds of stuff like unfold tractor, which is going to be the steering wheel. So if we unfold that completely, it'll kick the steering wheel up, kind of kick it off to the side a little bit. It's kind of neat. We can open and close the side door. That's always good. And then we can open and close the other side. Again, very cool. Back glass can be opened. The front shade can be brought up and down. That's neat. And then we have a secondary setup here as well. Actually, 3 different control groups. We can bring the front up and down. We still have the fold and unfold, so that's still going to be normal. We can open up the hood if you want to. We go into control group number 3. This is going to be changing. Looks like, yep, we've got the mirrors up and down, side to side, all kinds of stuff. So 3 different sets of control groups, a lot of stuff. If you're looking for, I mean, it's a South America, but you don't have to make it look South American if you want. Make it from all over the place. It's a neat tractor, man. I don't recommend driving with the hood up, but you can do it. Next, we have the Bressel and Lade Silo Pack. These are tools to be working with in the silo. To be working with? Those words didn't sound right in that order, did they? So we have setups here for like Fendt, John Deere, Universal Black, basically just different colors of the rim itself. For this setup, I would say, honestly, it would have been nice just to have options to change the color of the wheels independently instead of having branding options. It shows a working width, but as far as I can tell, this doesn't actually do anything. It's just weight that you hook up to your tractor. Now, this, however, does do something. This is going to be your silo compactor, 3 meters, 3 mile per hour. The 3 mile per hour really doesn't matter any. These things can do whatever they want. And then we've got a leveler. All these are going to be hooking up via 3-point. There you go, just like so. It is it's a big old boy, I'll give it that much. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's just a weight, and it really doesn't weigh too much. Everything else in the game says like lower weight, for example. So yeah, we'll leave that on there. That's pretty cool. Next up, the Ropa XL. They say this is prepared for 45 centimeter rows with matching trailers. So we do have a header trailer that goes along with it. We can change up the design color here, and that's just going to be little bits and bobs all the way around. Now, one of the things about this header is in the base cab, we have like a 2.5, like a 4 meter. Well, this is a 3.8, so it's not as big as the big one, but it's not as small as the small one. And we got some placeables for you. First one is going to be from a name that we know, Superfly, the grain dryer production. This is definitely something that we talked about in Farm Sim News. We come over here with a smaller than expected little cog. We have dry corn, wheat, and barley. It looks like it's going to be 150 liters in, 135 liters out, and all it's going to do is dry it. The only thing you need are those incoming materials, which is very nice. Looks like these fill types are also added to the bulk moniker, so if you're using anything that using anything like a trailer or something like that, all of these things will work perfectly fine. We've got some dried wheat right here, and we'll sell it all and make us some money. Oh yeah, and it comes with a sell point. Don't know if I said that. One quick thing to note, you are going to need auger pipes to fill this and get it out. So you can see over there, I think maybe we can get up this area here. Can we get up that? I don't think so. No, but you will need to get on top. Superfly did a really good job of showing us exactly how we're going to need to do this. You need to get you a big auger pipe, and that's going to drop it in from the top. So you will have to do that in order to make this work. It's not just going to be magical, and you can't use a tipper for the bottom either. Next up is an interesting, well, this one is the warehouse scale. It's a movable scale that you can weigh things at. So of course I had to take it for a spin, so we can pick this up and move it around. It does seem like it kind of gets stuck a little bit right at the end there. There you go. But it will come up. So let's take these eggs here and see how much they weigh. Actually, funny enough, you don't have to put it down. If you just get something near it, it starts weighing something. So you can see I put that over there. Nothing at all. It just is what it is. Again, you can pick this up, but I'm having difficulty like moving it around. I'm not quite sure. Let's check out some stuff here and see if there's any weird collisions that are anywhere. Looks like there might be something getting stuck under the ground, but I don't know what's going on with this thing. Let's just put it down and back away. Here's a nice simple one. The Cowshed with garage. Very nice, very easy, really good looking. I mean, I'm a big fan of gray anyway, but this is all right. Coming around checking this thing out, we're able to open up doors from the inside and outside, which is not always something that we get. We've got lighting, which we can turn on and off. We've got stuff here. Taking a look. See, 60,000 liters for your cattle. It's going to hold 20 head of cow, so not a whole lot, but it may be what you're looking for, maybe not so much what I'm looking for at the end of the day. Again, the lights just make sense. It's kind of nice when you go up to something like this and it just works the way you expect. Next up, we've got the workshop with shed. This is going to cost you about $40,000. It looks like we've got a nice opening here with some big old doors. It's even got an inspection pit on the inside. However, the version I put down, well, it's not there. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this again, but we're not going to use like the pre-place. Also, for some reason, the wrong buttons work with this. When I try and spin it one way, it spins the wrong way. The buttons on the controller are wrong. It's a little bit backwards. So let's place this version down. There we go. So it does that. And I don't like that. It's cool that this does this, but yeah, that's That's a little bit unacceptable when it comes to mods 2.5 years in. There we go, get that all fixed up. Here's one that's a silo, the old Australian barn. Very, very cool on here. So this is a silo, technically. At the end of the day, capacity 150 bales or pallets. Cost going to be $20,000. It's a good looking shed, man. I also like how it's got some bits and bobs that are just a little bit broken, like these openings right here, for example. It looks used and worn and broken. I don't think we can actually get under there. Oh, we can get under there. Well, how you like that? The collisions are even right. Very cool. And your last new one for all platforms is the Small Workshop for $5,000. So this is taking advantage of a building that we've already had in Farming Simulator 22 and have had for a long time. Check this out. Boom, boom. 'Tis the same one, they've just added a trigger to it. Now, this could be good. Maybe you're looking for something that's a little bit cheap, or maybe something that matches that base game aesthetic. I like the base game aesthetic, so if you're looking for that, well, this will be good. Plus, there's a placeable version without a trigger already. Jumping over to updates for all platforms, and we got a doozy. This changelog doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Pallegney version 1.2, it's a great map, 4.7 stars, 3,900 votes. But changelog doesn't make any sense, bruh. Version 1.2, foliage grass texture, ground grass texture, ground earth texture, ground gravel texture, ground mud texture, textures of dirt and grass ground. Let's stop there for a minute. None of that made sense to me. Is it just me? Am I the idiot? I don't know. I'm moving on. Sizes of grass and pasture foliage. Silo BGA collision for ground piles. Missing walls and AO and specular fixes. And various minor decorational fixes. Improved farm silage silo position. Improved tree textures. Willow, maple, birch, oak, fir, etc. Improved farm cobblestone texture. Cheese and mustard fix. Fixes for dynamic storage, BGA, silo fix, various minor bug fixes, because none of that was that, and added green rye. JK, there's more vegetation cover added a point of sale for fertilizer and seeds, modified colorimetry. It's not even a real word, and added compatibility with round wrapped or rounder wrap bales. Yeah. What was this changelog? Next one's Neuffener Valley. Let's see if we can get back on track with this one. Version 3.1, a new save game is required. Pay attention to the note about the vineyard, they say. So, new assignment to the vineyard to field 69. Nice. Changes to the vineyard. All right, adjustments to the farmlands. Vehicle fleet expanded. German license plate integrated, and previous license plates been adapted. Added unloading bunker for stones, including stones. Of course. That's the way that works. They've also added products from the Universal Crusher to the sell point, beehives and associated triggers placed, added yard workshop, fire station placed in the village, new production such as gold, copper, silicon, semiconductors, and more, terrain adjustments, and new PDA. Maybe the changelog for Ebony Valley will be a little bit easier on my voice. Version 1.5, quick fix for floating horse pen. Pharma 500 capacity increase. Silos will accept default fruit types and root crops. A cost to remove buildings has been reduced. Note, save game compatible. Well, that one was straightforward. Nice. Next is the Ponsse Harvester Pack from HR Force version 1101. A fixed failure in vehicle model. Color choice has been adjusted. Nokian Forest King TRS2 wheel set has been added. It's going to be coming to a lot more vehicles of theirs as well, plus steering angle adapted to original vehicle. Lizard Forestry ADH 18 version 1001, adjustment to the claws on the harvester head. Silage Factory version 1.1, production speed adjusted, built-in build trigger, logo redone, new straw production line, and version number adjusted. Ike's Basic Garage got updated 1001, new textures, reworked model, added lighting inside, added automatic night lights, and new color options. And your last update for all platforms, Lizard Rumbler Van version 232. New additions have added new designs for US Police and UK. Jumping over to updates for PC and Mac players. First one's Galgenberg 4X version 1003. They do say a new save game is required for all changes. However, there's only, I think, one of these that actually says it needs a new change. So, made courtyard, fill plane optimized for hay drying, adaption, routing AI traffic. Construction site at the made courtyard's been eliminated. BGA pull manure separately from the stable. Mixer wagon effect, Ilm Plus, fill types eliminated. Ooh. Collision field 121 eliminated. No depth smoke effect eliminated. Change juice production trigger from kinetic to static. Field 110 marking optimized. Tomato juice and strawberry juice can now be stored in warehouses. Holson Handle South entrance has been optimized. Made courtyard entrance optimized for auto drive. Farm BGA can now be supplied with manure system liquid manure. BGA installed in the north. And the second manure connection. I don't know how to say that, but that's been improved. Incorrect auto drive courses taken from the map and various cosmetic adjustments to the terrain. New save game required for that. So it says that new save game is required for all changes. However, this is the only thing that says it actually needs the new change. So I don't know what to tell you. And an update to Kommunal Services version 1.1.1 bug fix with better contracts compatibility and added contract plus incompatibility message. And speaking of your last mod today, better contracts version 1.2.8.8 compatibility with Kommunal Services. Lazy NPC should not work before noon on the first day in the month. New setting limit jobs per farm and month. Added BC print vehicle console command and fix the field lease compatibility. And that is it. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you did, drop a like on it. If you made it this far, I know there was something you enjoyed. So, hey, let me know what it was down in the comment section below. Have an awesome day. Enjoy playing with some new mods. We'll see you later.